Samsung finally did it. They are bringing one of the biggest updates to Galaxy S25 Ultra. By the end of this video, you got no other questions left about the S25 Ultra. The major change we can see this year with the Galaxy S25 Ultra is the display and the new design on the S25 Ultra. We got multiple hands-on pictures and video showing off the new design of the S25 Ultra. This is a screen protector of S25 Ultra. The reason it is extremely important is because of the bezel size and the design change of S25 Ultra. Looking at the picture, the bezels are extremely smaller, way smaller than the S24 Ultra. So we'll see a great experience with the S25 Ultra display. If you don't like the rounded design on S25 Ultra, Samsung is offering big deals on the S24 Ultra at a discounted price, which you can avail from a prior listed in this video. Now this is for the display, but we have a video of the S25 Ultra dummy which confirms the design of S25 Ultra. We cannot take much of a display from this, but the back design and sides are confirmed. The sides are more flat compared to the slightly rounded on S24 Ultra. When we look at the back, the interesting thing is the camera housing of S25 Ultra. Yes, these cameras do look like the Z Fold 6, and even ICE confirmed S25 Ultra would look similar to the Z Fold 6, but a bit different. And he shared another YouTuber screenshot confirming this is the closest design we can get on the S25 Ultra, which this dummy already confirmed it. Speaking of the cameras, do you guys know what we are going to see under the hood? Well, we are going to see a 200 megapixel main sensor. Yes, it has the same resolution, but it has an updated sensor. The biggest change in the cameras would be 50 megapixel ultra-wide sensor. Apart from this, 50 megapixel 5x telephoto sensor and 10 megapixel 3x telephoto sensor will remain the same. Some of you guys are excited about seeing a change in 3x 10 megapixel, but it's not gonna happen this year. These are just numbers, but there are a bunch of sources, including my internal source, confirmed that Samsung is improving the picture and video performance of S25 Ultra. I believe, and you guys would agree, 200 megapixel is more than enough. Samsung just need to optimize these cameras for best photos and videos, and they are finally focusing on the core, which is optimization, instead of throwing big camera numbers. These are a little bit rise in China. I'll talk more about this later, but I'm extremely disappointed about the display update on S25 Ultra. And you guys will also be shocked. Samsung is always ahead in display technology, where in S24 Ultra, Samsung used M13 panels, and later this year, Google and Apple both uses the new M14 panels. And now a recent report claims a major letdown for the S25 Ultra. According to ET News from South Korea, Samsung will going to equip S25 Ultra with the M13 panels, and they also mentioned the part suppliers along with it, which seems like this is true. Now the reason behind using an old technology is to control the cost of the end product. Have you guys heard a cost-cutting strategy from Samsung? Every year, Samsung did this with the SEs, and this year is no different. Now as for the cost goes, it is already confirmed Samsung will going to increase the price on S25 series due to higher cost of a processor and more. Although ICE have different thoughts on this. According to him, as far as I know, Galaxy S25 Ultra has obviously improved in brightness, viewing angles, screen color accuracy, and many other aspects, and it looks much better to a naked eye. So I believe S25 Ultra to adapt M14 new material. Now he's guessing on behalf of a real world usage. Maybe Samsung optimized the same M13 for better colors and all, although he claims M14 is coming, which is completely opposite of ET News claims. And as ICE claims it's brighter, that means we are going to see a 3000 nits of peak brightness. Now we don't know which one is right, but we hope ET News should be wrong. Simply, Samsung compromised on display this time to keep the price under control. Now the reason I use the word under control is because Samsung will going to increase the price, which I'll talk later in this video, but the main reason is the processor of S25 Ultra. Snapdragon 8 Elite is freaking expensive, but it also packs big numbers. There are 2 high-performance cores clocked at 4.32 GHz and 6 cores clocked at 3.53 GHz, giving it a massive performance boost, as in both CPU and GPU. 45% better single-core performance and 40% better GPU performance, and this time around Qualcomm used a new slight architecture for a new Adreno 830, although the RAM is same LPDDR5X, and finally we are going to see a Wi-Fi 7 option. There are a bunch of other figures, but I am more interested in power efficiency. Overall, it will achieve 27% better power efficiency numbers, but CPU gets 44% better power saving and 40% better on GPU. Although I am still skeptical about the battery life of S25 Ultra. Speaking of the battery life, this is one area where Samsung didn't even bother to think. We all know Galaxy S25 Ultra will be larger compared to the S24 Ultra, and sadly, Samsung will going to use the same M13 panel. They need to update the battery. Look at the performance of Snapdragon 8 Elite. I'm skeptical about the battery until I see the battery numbers, because they are going to use the same 5000 mAh battery and 45 watt of fast charger. The same certification which confirms we are going to see a 5000 mAh battery and 45 watt of fast charger confirmed we are going to see a satellite connectivity on S25 Ultra. We have been waiting for this feature for so long, and it is finally coming. Right now, it is not confirmed if this is a two-way connectivity where we can send and receive messages, and we can also share our location. And right now, we are not sure where they will launch this feature. Maybe in the US and South Korea. The biggest hurdle this year we saw with Samsung was keeping the same price. S24 Ultra already saw a price increase, and it was $100 more expensive than the iPhone 15 Pro Max, and now even more expensive than the iPhone 16 Pro Max. I'm talking about the launch price. But sources suggest due to the price hike in Snapdragon 8 Elite, Samsung will increase the price on S25 Ultra. And luckily, this year they're all going with the Snapdragon, and there is no Exynos 2500, which means S25 entire series will going to get the same processor, but these devices will face a price hike. Don't know how much, but S24 Ultra launch price was $1,299, maybe $1,350 or even going for $1,400 for S25 Ultra. This would be a risky move, since if they go close to $1,400, they might lose a lot of customers. Now the base model with the 256 gigs and two other models will be there. Interesting thing which you guys don't know is Samsung is finally bringing back the 16 gigs of RAM option in S25 Ultra, which means 512 gigs and 1 TB storage option might see a 16 gigs of RAM, and you can clearly see where the price is going. I'm expecting a similar price as a foldable phone, yes, a Z Fold 6. One UI 7 is another big thing for the S25 Ultra. Do you guys know why? Samsung will release the One UI 7 with S25 Ultra, and there's a guy who already installed the One UI 7 on S24 Ultra, and he showed us a couple of new features. Top of the list is the notification panel is changed. Looks more like an iOS, where if you swipe from the left you can get notification, and if you swipe from right you can get quick settings. But if you hate this feature, no problem. Samsung also gave us an option to merge these settings like the One UI 6.1, which is a big plus since a couple of people don't like this update. Now he also shared a new animation with a lock screen when you put your phone on a charge, and slightly different animation when the phone is unlocked. Also, we are going to see new widget options in the One UI 7, new images, stories, and Scare Wi-Fi, weather, and a lot more options. You can also edit the lock screen widgets more than what we can do on the One UI 6.1. The app icons are also changed, but keep in mind, Samsung is still changing the app icons, so we don't know if Samsung will change these in the final version or they will stick with this update. The source also pointed out the new camera app, which is for the people who want customized settings for their cameras, and it will remember your setting next time you open the app. But you can also use the normal app alongside for a normal usage. Also, the camera layout is changed. Now the camera modes are below the shutter button, which makes it easier for us to access these modes. Remember, if you like S24 Ultra boxier design, you can get big deals right now, which you can check from a product listed in this video. On this note, if you find value from this video, then give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you next time. Till then, peace out.